Where has she been? Well, I took an upload break and I posted that on my socials as well. Because first off, you need to read the room, and with everything going on, I felt that it was needed that I did not focus on, oh, I'm trying to put out reviews, put out all this content, that I need to be putting out things to be helping all the other families, to be able to help Breonna Taylor's family, George Floyd's family, Amari's family. Like, I should be helping towards that and not just what I think is best for me, because in reality it's not about me. It's about being able to help my people and for everybody else to be help each other as well, because that's what's supposed to happen. So that's what I was doing. That's what I focused on, being able to give you guys links, which is in my bios for each social, to be able to donate, to sign petitions, to do whatever is needed for us to do this, amplify our voices even more, because regardless if they want to close their ears, our words will permeate and they're going to have to listen. So that's why I took an upload break, and also I had a death in family as well, so I just needed to take a moment just to step back from everything. But I am back, but I'm still going to be preaching about Black Lives Matter, because we do. And I also am doing a giveaway this month with Decentred Lit. They are a book subscription company that is based in Jamaica, and you can be able to win their June subscription box. So if you are interested in getting some cool goodies and stuff like that for free, you ain't gotta pay for none of it. It's for free. You can be able to go on my socials at Gypsy Junction on Instagram and Twitter and check out the details, and on their Instagram as well at Decentred Lit. And you can look at the rules and everything, and I hope you guys interact with us, because we want to give this away. Like, we don't want to keep it. Come on. But let's get into this review. So, because June is Caribbean American Heritage Month, it is Pride, it is the celebration of Juneteenth, whoop whoop, and it's Black Music Month as well, I wanted to be able to feature some authors and books that reflect those topics. So the first one, which pertains to the Caribbean American Heritage Month, is Clap When You Land by Elizabeth Acevedo. The author is of Dominican Republic heritage, and that's where this book is set. It is set in Dominican Republic and is set in New York as well. So to give some background, follows these sisters of Rio sisters, Camino, who lives in Dominican Republic, and Yahaira, I hope I'm saying that right. She lives in New York City, and they both have a father. They do not know that each other exists. They have no idea they're sisters. The only reason they know is because of an unfortunate plane crash. So their father is going to visit Camino in the Dominican Republic because he goes to see her every summer. And imagine if you could only see your parent 3 months out the year. Like,
I said, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
I would know something is up with that. I'd be like, like we gotta talk. Like, no, that's not happening. 6 months, like maybe I could wait 6 months, but I gotta wait 9 months to you? Child, please. But yeah, so she's waiting to see him. She's anxious and everything, and then unfortunately the plane crashes. And when the plane crashes, all the secrets come pummeling up and spewing out. So basically what happens is, with a death like that, obviously there's going to be identifying the body and the items, the compensation, all that. So it gets really, really intense. So some backstory as well. Camino and Yahaira's mother are actually best friends, and each one, one was interested in him. Yahaira's mother was interested in him, but he wanted Camino's mother. So we'll do that. So he actually married Camino's mother in Dominican Republic, and then married Yahaira's mother in New York. So that's why he didn't get in trouble, because you're not supposed to do that. But unfortunately, Camino's mother died. So then basically he was off the hook. So now Camille lives with her tia, her auntie, and it gets intense, just as you read the book. Basically some topics that were shown in this is, for one, the injustices against Haitians in Dominican Republic. And I'm pretty sure if you've done research, or of course if you're Haitian or Dominican, you know, don't act like you don't. And Camino's best friend, Camille, she is pregnant, and she also obviously needs to go to the hospital, but she cannot because she is Haitian. So luckily her tia is a healer, and she's able to successfully deliver the baby. And with everything going on, it really helped Camino, one, to be there for her best friend, but to also see new life because one was taken away from her. So it was kind of like a therapeutic thing for her, actually. But also she's dealing with basically he's just an evil person. His name is Acevedo, and he apparently, there's this debt that her father had with him because he was a hustler. So she's not sure the details, but she just know there's a debt, and he keeps basically prowling her like an animal, which is disgusting. Like, it's disgusting. And there is an incident later in the book where he basically tries to take advantage of her. Well, actually, I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. He tries to sexually assault her, and actually it was his henchman that tried to do it. And luckily, her family was there for her. And I think when all that happened, and it, like, I don't think that needed to happen for her to realize that her family was going to be there for her. It was just nice to see that, first of all, it's all family, all the women were there for her to stand with her. She's like, no, we got you. We're going to be here for you. Like, don't think you're alone with this. And she did keep it to herself. Unfortunately, she didn't tell her tia, and you can't necessarily get upset with her being a kid. I mean, like, with anybody that unfortunately has dealt with sexual assault or rape or anything like that, it is so hard to be able to talk about it because, one, you're kind of numb to the feeling. You're like, is this actually happening to me? Or also you're like, well, did I do anything to instigate that? And you shouldn't question something like that. And it's unfortunate that that's the process of how a person feels. And that's exactly what she went through. And unfortunately, Yahaira went through a similar situation as well. So they both have that similar, they both went through those, terrible incidents. And I think that's what makes them stronger as well. What also makes them stronger is how ruthless they are. So Camino realizes, oh, she has a sister. She figured out she has a sister because she sees that she posted something about like a obituary on like I think like Instagram or some social media platform. So she comments and she's like, oh, I miss you, father. And Yahaira sees the comment. She's like, excuse me. So they actually video chat, and it's obviously awkward. And then down the road, Yahaira actually, without her mother's permission, flies to the Dominican Republic to meet her sister because she's like, I need all these answers. I need these questions answered. Like, I'm confused. Like, let's talk. And she feels like Camino feels like everything's just being ripped away from her. Like, she just feels so detached from everything. So she also feels like because Yahaira's mother has this vendetta kind of against her because of, like the history with her father, with the marriage and everything, she's like, well, she's going to help me to be able to go to school in America. Like, I want to be able to, I have hopes and dreams, and I feel like they're being ripped away from me. I feel like, I'm stuck in the Dominican Republic. So she takes it upon herself to be like, well, no one's going to make me stay here. So she takes Yahaira's passport, and as you can tell in the book, because this is Yahaira and this is Camino, they're different shades. She takes her passport and tries to go to the airport to fly out herself, and is like, no one's going to keep me here. No one's going to tell me how my story is going to be written. I'm going to write it myself. And she doesn't end up getting to the airport because of the incident I told you guys about with the almost a sexual assault happening, stuff like that. So it's an intense book, I can't lie, but I loved all the topics that she talked about in the book, that she presented. I don't know about the culture. I'm not going to speak like I do or anything like that. So I'm sure maybe, there are some things that were very important to reflect upon that was happening in Dominican Republic and even in New York City. I can talk about New York City as well because I'm not from New York. But overall, 10 out of 10. Great book. Please order this book. I actually posted a list of Black-owned bookstores. So even if you're not in that state where the bookstore is in, you can be able to go to their website, and I'm pretty sure, I'm 110% sure this book is on it. So please go ahead and buy it. I'll put a link for Bookshop, and on the list I put an asterisk by the bookstores that have a Bookshop page. so you can be able to actually put their address in, and the money that you spend will actually go to that bookstore, which is pretty cool. So I hope you guys buy this book. I hope you enjoyed this review, and I can't wait to review more books. And also, if you guys are reading any Caribbean books, please use the hashtag #ReadCaribbean so other people like myself, because I don't know all the books. I'm learning, and I'm appreciating that I'm learning about different authors from different types of cultures, because everyone's story should be heard. Publishers need to, well, not even publishers, but these bookstores need to be able to, like larger bookstores need to have a bigger selection with Caribbean authors, African authors, African American authors. It does not reflect well. I'm just gonna put it that way. I work in a bookstore and they need better. So I hope you guys get the book. Like I said, I hope you guys enjoy the
Look, hands up, hands up, hands up. Don't shoot, don't shoot, don't shoot. Can't you see I got my hands up? Hands up, hands up. Don't shoot, don't shoot, don't